Growing up albino is such a unique and confusing experience because when I was a kid, when I was really young, I got relentlessly bullied for the way that I look, for my very white skin, my white hair, brows, lashes. Kids would call me a ghost, a vampire, they'd ask where my eyebrows are. Um, they'd make fun of my big forehead as well, which doesn't really have anything to do with albinism. And other kids would run away from me because they thought I was scary looking, especially my eyes. And when I became a teenager, it kind of got even worse. So much so to the point where I dyed my hair when I was 12. So technically not a teen yet, but preteen. Because I just did not want to deal with the bullying anymore, especially going into secondary education. But then when I got near the end of my teens, and now I'm in my early 20s, I'm 23, it just completely flipped. I only ever get positive feedback in real life. Obviously, on the internet, I still get hate, but what are you gonna do about it? But in real life, I only get compliments on my hair, on my skin, on my brows, especially on my lashes. And people really seem to appreciate it now, which is very weird for my inner child. My inner child is very confused by this shift. Obviously, it's a good thing that people are now nice to me. I'm also a lot more confident than I used to be, so whenever I do get something negative on the internet, for example, I don't really care. But it's so weird how those things change. Now, obviously, I'm now surrounded by a lot more adults than I used to be. I rarely come into contact with teenagers. Kids I do, but because I'm the adult in the room now, I feel like they're not as quick to make jokes about me or my appearance. But it's such a weird experience, and I think other people with albinism can probably relate to this to some extent, at least. But yeah, I'm glad that I'm at a point where I am embracing my albinism. I love the way that I look. I really don't mind my features anymore, but it did take a lot of work to get here. So, for any people with albinism watching, if you are insecure still about the way that you look, just remember, people are always gonna say something about your appearance. People are always going to have some kind of opinion.